Okay, so we're going to talk about collars and leashes. We're getting ready to go for Router's first walk. And so what we have here are lots of different choices. These leather ones are my favorite because they wear well over time and they're really comfortable in your hand. But we don't want to use this with a biting puppy. He might destroy it. This leash is really great because it's nice and thin and it's kind of short. So this would be great for dog training in the house. If I take this on a walk, if he starts to chew on it, it's so flimsy, it might not last very long. This leash is a nice substantial leash, but it's just kind of long. So we could definitely take it for a walk. I was just concerned that this buckle might be too heavy for him because he has a delicate neck. So I think the one we're going to go with for right now is going to be this leash because it's not that long, it's not too thick, and I don't think this is too heavy. And then the collar, this one is called a martingale, and the martingale goes over the head, and then if he tries to pull out of it, it gets smaller. Okay, so I'm going to put my dog's collar on, and this is Lily. She's an adult dog, and so she has a plain flat buckle collar. And I like this collar for adult dogs because it's easy to take on and take off. Okay, for Router, he has a martingale collar. And the way that's different is instead of it just being a regular circle like Lily's collar, this one has a little extra triangle on top. So the collar gets smaller and larger. So it's large enough to put it over your dog's head. Good boy. Good boy. And see how it's just barely large enough to get over his head? That means it's the right size. And then it gets smaller if he tries to pull. So if he decides he doesn't want to go with us, the collar gets smaller, but it's not going to choke him. So this is a nice collar for a dog who has a very tiny head. When we do a collar fit, we take two fingers, one finger over the other, stick it underneath the collar, and make sure the collar is loose enough. And so, in fact, in this collar, I can get 3 or 4 fingers in. So this is a very loose collar. We know it can pull over the head. But if he tries to get out, it gets smaller because it's a martingale collar. Where this one won't get smaller, it's just one size. So if Lily was a puppy, the collar could come completely off, and that would not be a good fit for a puppy, because then a puppy could be running loose. And the most important thing while you have your puppy is safety and keeping them with you.